Alright. What's up, y'all? Finna get right back to live. Talk about some alien races. Need to quit treating these folks like they just whatever. Like, the government tells us all this stuff, so it's real. Okay? Aliens are real, y'all. Whoop-de-doo. They just like us. Well, some of them are. I'm finna pull up some documents. The government, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, double tap the screen, Tony, so we can get into this, man, because I'm trying to like put this in front of us as much as possible. Like, this stuff is real, okay? Just as real as Earth is, just as real as aliens are, all right? Finna go to the Alien Encyclopedia to start it off, because that's a government-funded or government-documented book. Yeah, so the Alien Encyclopedia, Elena Danaan, UFO Matrix, and then we're gonna do we're gonna preface this to where I'm gonna show you how these aliens exist. I think it's called the Alien Encyclopedia. Extraterrestrial, I think it's Almanac. Damn, Alien. Oh, man. Almanac. You could double tap the screen for me? I don't want to say your name now. All right, let's see. It's extraterrestrial something. I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to put this in front of us, man, because they're going to return, and basically they're already here interdimensionally right now. But there you go. Extraterrestrial species. And I'm on here for a reason. Like, I'm not gonna be the kind of person to charge people for information. Like, this stuff is as real as real, okay? Like, aliens are real, bro. Like, the government tells us all of this stuff, bro. Let's get it going, man. We here. Oh yeah. I read this full book. And let me I'm gonna bookmark this later. Oh, come on. Let's get it going, y'all. Let's aliens are real, man. Y'all don't think aliens real? Hey, the government told us. You gotta think about it. I'm gonna preface this again, but the people that's running the world, they have to tell us what's actually going on, so they can put certain narratives around what's going on. So when we try to go into it, majority of the population is already going to be set on a certain narrative. So it's they have to tell us what's actually going on so we can play the game. They have to. The truth is going to always be available. Always. Aliens real, man. Let's get into it. It's all access within. Aliens are real. Let's discover this, man, together. Frederick Warner Vero. Government. He was in the Air Force. He was in the Air Force. This is somebody that's documented UFO sightings, alien sightings. He was born 1934. He was in the Air Force. Military man. Come on, bro. It can't get no realer than that. It just takes people that really want to know to actually go into it. If you just taking what they tell you, what are you going to do? You're just going to be going with what they say. You're never going to get the full scope of view of what's going on. Like I say, this is like having you don't got a car, but you feel free. It's like everything is about inner space travels, okay? We can travel to different dimensions, which is different planets. You know what I'm saying? We have different biological forms. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the government tells us this, but they only tell us in certain ways. They tell us in over-exaggerated ways. They tell us in under-exaggerated ways. You know what I'm saying? And when they tell us, they put certain narratives around it to make it hard for us to truly understand. So even when we do go into it, it will still be kind of hard to grasp it until we really let go of the narratives that they placed on it. It's like, how you going to understand oneness if you think oneness is what they told you? You get what I'm saying? How you going to understand what anything is if you're going to only go off of what they told you? They being the elitists, the people that we don't know that's distributing all this information. Or I'm going to say the information that we grew up learning. And also some of the information that we getting taught now. But like I say, this guy, Frederick Warner Vero, was in the military. He's documented. It says, look, Uncle John told me that Frederick Warner Vero worked for Project Blue Book, the U.S. Air Force study on identified flying objects that started in 1952 and investigated over 11,000 sightings until it was decommissioned in January of 1970. And it's crazy that it's January now and I'm talking about this. Because I read this book, but, you know, I'm just like, as I'm at work or walking around, I'm got it on ebook. You know, it's just in my ear. All right. Its main study was to determine if UFOs were a threat to national security and to scientifically analyze UFO-related data. Yep. And guess what? When Fred left the Air Force, he became a set builder at Warner Bros. And was credited on projects as head of construction. Come on now. Name one movie that's part of Warner Bros. Lilo and Stitch. They explain, they don't necessarily explain, but they show you what certain alien races look like. And I'm going to show you real quick. It's crazy. Bro, yo, come on. It's right here. Can you double tap my screen, please? So we can get some people in here? Because this is as real as it's going to get. I'm telling you, this person was in the military. Let's see. YouTube. We're going to look at Lilo and Stitch. I'm going to show you, like I say, I appreciate you. He left the military and went on to work for Warner Bros. Yo, we know who Warner Bros are. Lilo and Stitch, beginning. I'm gonna say Galactic Federation. And guess what? We finna go into them too. We finna go into them too. Like go into the Galactic Federation. Sometimes they try to, you know, switch up what they say. They'll say the Galactic Federation of Worlds or the Galactic Federation of Light. I got y'all, bro. Yo, like this, yo. Let me see. What is Galactic Federation? It was at the start of the movie. Yeah, they put it in a real movie too. But I'm gonna start it from the children's side. I ain't gonna need because it's gonna take me a while to find this clip. But the councilwoman, yo, So look, this is an Anunnaki. This is what an Anunnaki type 3, what they call it, it was I was reading up on Donald Marshall, and he was talking about the real reptiles and stuff like that, and he said this is a type 3 vril, but it's part of the Anunnaki lineage. Also, what they showed in, I think it was Star Wars, they had look just like that, tall as hell, looking weird as hell. Well, it ain't nothing wrong with their looks though. Remember, as Guardians, we ain't talking shit about nobody. I mean, even though we're still human, sometimes we may slip into it, but catch yourself. And then you got a Jehovian Anunnaki, the first of our contemporary Anunnakis, and then the contemporary Anunnakis came from out of them. What is it called? Gantu. This is what the Jehovian Anunnaki look like. Just like this. That's what the Jehovian look like. All right. So, like I say, this man went on to Warner Bros. And I'm already knowing how everything went, man. Contracts, they tell you to put out the information this specific way. So that way, when people try to talk about it, even for some of y'all that looked at this, they're like, oh, this is bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But hey, all right. Eventually, y'all figure it out. Part of the process. But yeah, it says he went on to work for Warner Bros. All right. And what I'm gonna do is there a way to? I wanna no, actually, yeah, but I just wanted to preface it with that the government is like they know this stuff already, bro. This is so simple to them. Let's go to UFO Matrix. Elena Danan. She knows what you're talking about too, but we gonna get into the details of what certain beings, like how they try to make it seem like they cool. Okay, we're gonna go to the alien races, and then I'm gonna play a bit of an audio book, so that way we can get an idea of who these beings are, and then this is important, man. All right, here we go. I'm gonna listen to this audio book, and this is about these aliens named the Graysley. They are Greys, and these. Okay, I'm gonna give a bit more prefaces. All right, because it's important to know this stuff. All right, these beings exist interdimensionally, meaning we can access these other dimensions by interacting with the particles in our environment and transcending them or transmuting them into different forms, because it's possible. All you need is the information to do it. What is it called? Keylontic Science Dictionary. I'm talking about phantom matrices. So y'all know like what they be meaning by Star Wars, the Phantom Menace, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like they were telling us in these TV shows, bro. Y'all just got to be willing to like bypass what they're actually telling you. A B C D H S J K L M N P Q R S A B C D E F G H I J K L H I J K L M N O P Q R S. A B C D H G H J K L M N O P. All right. I'm finna get this the information on the different, like the fallen version of Earth, or a fallen planetary system, phantom matrix. That's why they put it in, and that's hell basically. Phantom Matrix is hell. Heaven is Eartha, or the Aurora world. A B C D E F G H I J K. Heaven exists in the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension. But you gotta know you gotta know how to read frequency. You gotta know how to, you know what I'm saying, like keep your consciousness in order like we doing now. But we do it unconsciously because we already know how to do it because we're here. Maybe it's a JK. Come on, man. Give me the dream state is the direct link from here to the next world. But you gotta gain control of it. You gotta gain understanding of it. If you don't, you're just gonna go somewhere where your frequency resonate. Here we go. Yep, here we go. All right. So now we're talking about phantom. This is phantom. All right. Phantom is what we're going to preface these aliens with, because none of these aliens exist in pure etheric form. Well, some of them do, because we're gonna go into it. But I was just thinking about the grays for a second. But yeah, these like, that's why I say, like, certain spiritual teachers, they would kind of like 11th density planet, 9th density planet. I'm like, bruh, no, that's not a density level. That's a dimension. The density level is the form that the plane exists in. So let's get into it. So phantom. The term phantom refers to the state of a planet, galaxy, universe, or the part of it which have become descending, that is unable to evolve out of the time matrix. Phantom, unable to ascend through the multidimensional cosmic structure and out of the time matrix. A phantom planet, along with all life forms on it, is trapped within the fields of time. This phantom planet condition is referred to as a planet being cut off the grid. The planet is no longer attached to the evolutionary imprint contained within its morphogenetic field. A phantom planet is no longer capable of evolving out of the harmonic time cycle in which it is placed. It is no longer considered an ascension planet. It's called a descending planet. Such a planet will continue to evolve within its present harmonic universe cycles, slowly expending the energies held within its core until its particle pulsation rhythm slow, its temperature cool, and eventually it implodes and become a black hole. It can take billions of years for a descending planet to meet its destination. This does not occur quickly, and life can continue to evolve upon its surface for many years. You hear what they said? So basically, Earth, we are a descending planet. All right. There have been attempts to reattach our morphogenetic field to the morphogenetic field of Tara, which is connected to the morphogenetic field of the time matrix. But if you look at the current state of the world, it's not, majority of it is people worshiping, giving the energy away, expending the energy. So like I said, it can take billions of years for a descending planet to meet its destination, which is fall. This does not occur quickly, and life can continue to evolve upon the surface for millions of years. So even when the so-called return of Jesus Christ or return of this happens, life forms are still going to be evolving on this planet, and there really wouldn't be no way to ascend because they're putting AI out, false ascension matrix, right? So look, phantom Earth. During the 2012-2017 transition, come on, bro. During the 2012 and 2017 transition, the particles of Earth that were unable to fully shift into faster pulsation rate, which means a faster oscillation rate, those that cannot reach an accretion level of 3.5 will create a phantom Earth that will return to the D3 time cycle, 2.5 accretion level. The phantom Earth will no longer remain attached to the morphogenetic field of Earth and Tara. Said if this condition is referred as a planet being cut off the grid, just like it said before. Yeah, it says that already. Okay, so if the core energy centers of your body are not raised to a sufficient pulsation rhythm to receive the stellar frequencies, which will be transmitting through Earth's grid during the Earth stellar activation, then that you will be unable to accompany the Earth in the stellar activation process. That makes sense. In this case, Earth will make the shift into the bridge zone time continuum, but you will not. Wow, you will find yourself stationed upon the phantom Earth, depending descending planet in the to Earth. You'll be cut off from your soulmate and in need of cause. Okay, this condition can be avoided through a conscious. Yep, that's true. So right now we are in a host matrix, giving us a second chance and giving us a chance to ascend. But like I said, if you look at the current state of the world, it will tell you if we're ascending or not. This is yes, it's going to ascend. No, it's not. Look at the world, bro. That's how you go delusional when you start thinking like, oh, it is going to ascend. No, it's not going to ascend. No, look at the world. The answer is right there. If you got billions of people in the world worshiping the same thing over and over, and we clearly see that it causes this, what do you think? Is something magically just gonna blow up out of nowhere and something good gonna happen? That's not how it works. And change starts with the individual. That will never not be true. Change starts with the individual. Phantom matrix is an unnatural black hole system that continually accretes energy and consciousness from the living host time matrix to which it is attached. In 22,326 BC, the founders recognized that phantom matrix created during the fall of the Lyran Elohim Founders Wars 250 billion years ago, Earth time translation, had almost reached a critical mass accretion. The black hole system had pulled into itself nearly as much energy and mass consciousness than organically held within our time matrix. The Milky Way system. Look at the Milky Way. It's doing that right now. It's just everything around it is just circling around it, but at the same time it's being pulled into it. The Milky Way galaxy is a black hole. The Milky Way galaxy is a black hole. That's why we live in the way we live. That's why we constantly eating off of external things, because literally the system that we're in is doing the same thing to us. It's eating off of us. The hole in the center of the Milky Way is a black hole that is pulling energy into itself like this. In reality, it's supposed to be spiraling out and expanding. But nah, it's going like this. So that's determined, like, the reality that we live in. This ain't no mysticism. Like, this is actual occurrences in front of us day to day. But we have the ability to change that. All we got to do is run certain frequencies into the Earth's grid. Yeah. So let's go over to these. I'm gonna keep that open too, just in case people need me to explain, like, because some of these beings that I'm gonna show you, just like Ashiana said, these beings exist in different particle pulsation rhythm zones. So some of them are in higher frequency bands of the third dimension, and some of them are in lower frequency bands of the third dimension. But my way of studying is listening while I'm listening. You feel me? So I'm not just listening to the book. I'm also listening to the feedback that I receive while I'm reading the book. So that way I can get a better understanding of what's going on, right? So majority of this live is going to be you going here. Don't worry about, oh, it look lame or it's boring. Oh, you got to go right here. You got to go right here. You got to make up what you want to make up. Because what I'm showing you is what I'm showing you. But on the inside, you got to be like, okay, so this is what these beings say they are? But remember, all these beings that I'm showing you exist in Phantom Matrix. Phantom planets. All right, let's hear it out.
The Gracely come from the Gamma Virgo binary star system, specifically from 2 home planets located around the star Porma, situated approximately 38 light-years from Earth. Their primary world is a tropical and damp environment, ideal for their biological needs. This unique setting greatly influences their development and lifestyle. Physical characteristics. The Gracely are humanoid gray beings, standing at the same height as Terrans. They possess soft white to clear gray hair that covers their skin, further distinguishing them from other alien species. As reptiloid in nature, their biology aligns more closely with reptilian creatures than mammals, though they retain humanoid traits. Originally, the Gracely had 6 genders, but this number has since been reduced to 2, a change that occurred long ago in their species history. Protective technology and scientific curiosity. Like many other gray species, the Gracely wear biometric protective dark lenses when they leave their home world. These lenses help them survive in environments not suited to their physiology and are essential for their interactions with other species. The Gracely have been observing human development for some time. However, unlike other alien races, they do not engage in abductions. Their primary motivation is scientific curiosity, and they have no interest in competing with other races that already perform such activities. Their observations are focused on gathering knowledge rather than interfering with human affairs. Technology and spacecraft. The Gracely are known for their spherical spacecraft, which feature a distinct slight slit around the perimeter. These ships are designed for crews of 6, with each member having a specific task. There are no passengers on these ships. Each individual has a purpose, making them highly efficient for scientific missions and exploration. A silent watch over Earth. Despite their scientific curiosity, the Gracely remain a relatively discreet race. They have not made direct contact with humans but continue to monitor the progress of humanity. Their long-standing interest in Earth is driven by a desire to understand human development and possibly offer insights into improving the species' future. Get Elena Danon's book. Discover the Ultimate Guide.
Yeah, so this is Elena Danan. She's explaining certain aliens that she's channeled before or came across. But remember, channeling is a process of allowing beings to literally enter your system that will distort your DNA. Don't channel no beings. Any being that wants to contact you through channeling is a fallen angel. Because they don't have it's like you gotta think about it like this. Why would somebody just out of nowhere fuck with you without your permission? So anything that's like, if you say you like confused as to why you feeling the way you feel, you know what I'm saying? Do your scanning, allow yourself to be, okay, maybe because I ate something, because of this, because of that. But sometimes it's because something's messing with your energetic field. But the Gracely, I kind of look at them like when I read this and what I received from it, beings that like they sit back and watch, but they only interact what they want to, and they don't have no, like, even though they make it seem like they not messing with us, they're messing with us because they want our information. Okay, they want to use us, not use us, but they want to like take stuff from us and study it. So just because they don't interact with adoptions, this and that, the third, or they don't do this and that, you only make your assessment based on when you interact with them. But that's the Gracely though, like. And I read this, I think it was 2 days ago, yesterday, and I'm like, yeah, that's how I felt. Like they're not messing with nobody. Because remember, the system that we're in right now, we fell into this system. So all the races that I'm showing you are a product of our fall, or of the fall, which occurred 250 billion years ago. But then, but directly connected to us, we fell 550 million years ago. So, during the Big Bang and all these certain systems was created. All right, let's do the Perut Avilumu amphibian humanoids. Remember, these beings exist in different particle pulsation rhythms. So they're here, but they just vibrating at different rates. That's it. There's not no mysticism or which y'all expect some colors to be flying around here. No. That'll happen sooner or later, but y'all gotta come to that conclusion within yourself if y'all want to realize it. These beings are here, man. But these excerpts that I'm showing you like 2-3 minutes long, 4 minutes long. They're not long. But I'm gonna start showing y'all the picture though. Sorry about it. The grays looks like a regular gray alien. Like this is what these ones look like. The Farouk Abbott Lumu. But like I said, the government already proven the fact that aliens exist. Let's see.
Origins in the Mu Vela star system. The Purit Avialamu hail from the Mu Vela star system, a distant and little-known corner of the galaxy. These amphibian humanoids are not only significant because of their origins, but also due to their involvement in monitoring Earth. Their presence on Terra is largely under the radar, as they remain peaceful and discreet, fulfilling a role as watchers for the Galactic Federation of Worlds, GFW. Physical characteristics.
Pause.
The Purit Avialamu.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can go to something about the Galactic Federation of Worlds, because I know people got their own ideas surrounding them. But yeah, the Galactic Federation, they already defected. They don't want to help us no more. They either want to use us for experiments, they either want to just monitor us and watch us, but they just know that they're not doing anything to help assist us. Like, because you know, out of all the people that they contacted in channel, what are they doing to help us right now? Like frequency wise, like yes, you can show us all the information, but are you running certain frequencies into the world so that way we won't have these certain thoughts? Like the reason we even have certain thoughts is because of the energy or your surroundings or your environment. You know what I'm saying? Gotta go to. And, yeah, that's right. And remember, the beings that I'm showing you, they are working with them. And they want, like I say, anything that mentions Galactic Federation, don't worry about of world or of light or of freedom. Don't worry about that. They're Galactic Federation. Hold on, I'm on a Keylontic. I want to. Yep, Galactic Federation do want to harvest our energy. Let me see. But yeah, these beings exist, man, and it's all about freedom of travel. I can go here, I can go here, I can go experience this world. I can go chill over here. You know what I'm saying? But no, we just here on Earth. Oh God. And now we stuck with trying to handle all our business. That's where you get that saying, when does it end? Like, bro, this shit, yo, like for real. You know what I'm saying? When? When you go within. All right. So look, I was talking about this earlier, the Alpha Omega Alliance. But competing false 12-strand activation programs are presently being run via unsuspecting New Age and UFO movements, channels, and contactees by Jehovian bipedal dolphin people. Let me show you real quick. These are Jehovian bipedal dolphin people. Look, I'm giving y'all the actual game. For the people out there that's been like, I've been trying to figure out like what spiritual path I want to be on or what bro, the reason you're on that path in the first place is because you feel trapped. You want to feel free. You get what I'm saying? So for the people that's like, damn, I want to know where I want to be at in my life, that's like not having a car and you in the house all day. But when you get a car, that's like, I can go here, but I'm gonna chill here for a second because I want to help Earth out or because I like it here. You get what I'm saying? But if you just here without knowing the how big then you're being manipulated. But yeah, this is the Jehovian, and they showed this in Lilo and Stitch, right? And I proved that earlier when I was saying what was his name, Frederick von Hauser or something like that. He was in the military in and he was decommissioned, I think 1970 something, and he went to work for Warner Bros. So there's some correlation there. And I was like, think about it, y'all. Just think about some strange room or if anything, a regular room, and it's a round table, people sitting there, and they like, hey man, let me see. Mm-hmm. Yep. 3i Atlas have been sending frequency. Yep. It can be playing a part in disclosure. It could be playing a part in disclosure, like because like ascension is not just like heaven, the God is coming, Jesus. It's regular, bro. It's regular. The reason we even have that idea of if it was like that is because back in ancient times it was like that. In ancient times, hell yeah, it was flying saucers, it was Merkaba vehicles, it was, you know what I'm saying, everybody knew about energy. Everybody knew what energy was like. It's like, think about ancient Egypt and you go into the temple. And think about you're a priest. You're a high priest. You're not seeing what everybody else see. You're seeing energy, they're seeing what they see. You get what I'm saying? You walk in that temple and you got incense going, you got music playing, you got somebody in the corner, and this spirit's flying around. They're not gonna tell y'all that though. I know it's real what I'm saying. I know it's real. I know it's real. It wasn't just humans walking around with dirt and grass and tall statues and this and that. No, bro. It was spirits flying around back in ancient Egypt and ancient times, bro. Nah, I don't deal with the Pleiadians now. Pleiadians are fallen too. Pleiadians were created by the Anunnaki. They're human hybrids. I'll show you too. And what the stuff that I'm reading, I'm also like I went within and confirmed it myself. Like this is like I say the Pleiadian that contacted Billy Myers, a Semyazi Pleiadian. But yeah, these being Jehovian bipedal dolphin people, Sirius A, Arcturian, Galactic Federation, and Pleiadian Nibiruian, Anu Seraphim, aquatic ape hominid, Anunnaki, Draconian reptilian hybrid races. These are the beings that are working. And like I say, you bro, that's crazy. I just thought about it now. You see how they mention Anunnaki, Draconian, reptile races, Pleiadian, Nibiruian. When we go over these excerpts, they're going to tell you they're reptiloid in nature. They're some of them are amphibian in nature, some of them are aquatic in nature, and it shows you here. But you got to go within and be like, these beings are cool. I don't know, or just don't make an assumption at all, but just know that they're real. Like this, bro. As diverse as the human race is, you don't think there are other things out there that's diverse like us? Oh, let me go to the progression of the Atlantean conspiracy. Oh no, this is the wrong book. Let's see. Yeah, man, these beings are real, man. Y'all, hey, look, y'all treating it like it's just humans on humans. The little dogs here, elephants here, giraffes here, birds here, clouds here, ants, bugs. Nah, it's more than that, bro. Way more than that. But yeah, let me go to the progression of the Atlantean conspiracy so I can explain the Pleiadians to you, some people. Because the Pleiadians are pretty people, man. And they appear like they were just pure, wow. One thing about the Guardians is that however they appear, that's how they are. But the fallen angels, they will appear like anything. They will appear like anything to get love or to make it seem like this and that, the third. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta discern, bro. Can y'all double tap the screen for me, please, so we can get some more people in here? Because this is the truth, bro. I'm not. There's a real. I agree. So I'm gonna make sure I be more detailed. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Damn, what is with the Dracos, the Pleiadians, the Phoenix? Like, damn, that's crazy. I got so much information on that stuff. The Phoenix was a blueprint. Like, think about a grid, like a grid on the Earth. Oh, oh yeah, perfect. Think about it like this: Earth, grid. About that. Think about it like this: Earth. Oh, you good? Look, see Earth, and they got like a grid, a energy grid system on it, right? And what they do is, imagine that this is America, South America, Canada. North America is Canada. So here, and then here. So you see, I draw the land masses. These are land masses, and what certain alien races do is they put like a let's do like just like a cat. So yeah, and you see like the animal, it covers it all aligns to stargates, like the one in England, the Stonehenge, Giza pyramid, Machu Picchu, Peru, Mount Sinai. It stargates over there. But when they put APIN systems on there, it aligns with them, right? And it helps activate the system. It gives the energy a structure. It gives it a, but it's like having an anarchy, but then you put a system in so that way people won't be going, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it's like. So when you put certain systems, it invokes certain energies. Let me see. Damn. Progression of the Atlantean conspiracy. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I think I might come across the APIN system. Let me see. Nope, Stargate's going up. But it's important to know the Stargates that are 12 to 30 feet underground, they've been distorted. They're like 5 backup Stargates somewhere. Because like I say, 208,216 BC, it was a failed stellar activation cycle, meaning it was a failed activation of the Stargates because they got taken over due to false frequency being ran. Thank you for the repost. Yeah, but because false frequency was being ran around that time, it caused, like, now if you was to walk through one of them Stargates, damn it, do I got a paper? I think I got a paper that shows the Stargates on there. Did I throw it away? I hope I didn't throw it away. I should have one. Damn, sorry y'all. Sorry about that, game Yee. I do have some stuff right here that I'll be writing. I'll be writing certain things so I can get a visual idea of what certain things look like. Damn, if it's not here, then it's in my Pinterest. I don't feel like going to my Pinterest. But yeah, there are
Voyagers. The secrets of Amenti.
But yeah, there are Stargates under Earth. Let me go to ATLANTIAN conspiracy. No, let me just put progression. Y'all fucking with the message, man? Progression. What is it? Y'all fucking with the message, man. I appreciate it, man. Hey, look, like I say, this stuff is not no wizard. I'm a wizard. Like words like wizard, witch, warlock, voodoo, ritual, what else? Ritual, but them kind of words just mean people interacting with people that's directly interacting with energy. Like this, like okay, you see I'm sweating? It's frequency though. I wasn't sweating before I came here. But you and me, right? But nah, got it wrong. It's not you and me. It's you. It's energy, man. Energy right here. Moving around. See what I'm saying? And then it's me. Then I hit them folks. That's what I'm talking about. You feel me? But they won't tell you that though. It's simple. It's just as that. It's like that's why they walk. Like I say, they have certain incense. They have people playing certain music in the temples back in ancient time. They have certain statues placed in certain areas. That's why they were so symmetrical back then, because energy needs order. Damn, I'm trying to figure out progression of the Atlantean conspiracy. Let me just put page 395. But yeah, it's all right here though. Like earlier today, I'm working on gaining more control of my subconscious, right? So I'm like, okay, I worked out. Then I was like in my head the whole time, okay, I'll make sure I go back to workout. Right? I go to sleep and I'm observing the darkness. Like I'm just observing this darkness right here. Right? But I'm using that. I got that thought in my head as well. But it's not like a crazy focus. I'm just focused on going to work. No, I'm also focused on this right here. I had this picture. Like you see the white paper right there. I work on visualization before I go to sleep. I'm showing y'all, bro. Like I'm a real nigga. Like some spiritual teachers try to appear like they perfect and shit like the fuck. But yeah, this is the picture I had when I was laying down, so I can reinforce the idea of what this is, which is Earth. This is me. 6 inches below your feet, it's a chakra. It's the 12th chakra. 6 inches below that is the Hierophant, where the Maharic seal would be. And then this. And when you run that, it creates a pillar around you. But inside that pillar is frequency. So let's do it like this. And you see the I don't know if you can see it, but like the subtle drawing, the frequency that's like the frequency being run to realign your to realign your DNA, to protect you in your dream world. You would never have nightmares again. I don't even remember the last time I had a nightmare. Oh, actually, yeah, I remember it was when I first started this, and I wasn't really protecting my energy field. So I remember one time I had went to sleep, and in a dream, I was being pulled down, like I was being held, and I was being pulled down, and I was like, and it was aliens trying to put a syringe in my neck. I was like, fuck. But it was like as I was being pulled down, and as I was experiencing that, I was like, I already know what's going on. So it wasn't a nightmare, but it was because there was some crazy shit going on. But I wasn't bugging. Let me see. But yeah, you won't have nightmares no more. Gracias. Damn, see, they got the Our Hidden History of Sorrow. 955. It's so much to read, bro. That's why Voyagers 2, Secrets of a Mentee. Y'all gonna find other books as well, but also this teacher is Ashiana Dean. Y'all, I want y'all to go research her too. Don't just look at the story and be like, oh, she must have knew. No, go see what the hell she was doing personally too, so y'all can understand like what the hell is going on for real. Because what's crazy is everything that she explained in her study, it pertained as to why she did what she did. And I was like, oh, but she wasn't lacking accountability, because part of the study is to take accountability. But to do that, you gotta understand what's actually going on, or you just gonna be the scapegoat. I grew up being that. It was my fault. And then I'd be mad, throwing shit. You know what I'm saying? But when you really understand what's going on, you wouldn't do that. It's like having respect for yourself. So it's not, oh, he did this and he did that. No, it's he did this, but I can still react a certain way. But then when you react the way that they wanted you to, you be like, damn, I knew exactly what was going on. And you understand that even if that person don't take responsibility, Oh, I love her. Her work was way ahead of her time. She's definitely first wave. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But like I say, go look at her. But one thing that I was thinking about one time, I was like, this study is so accurate, and what it taught me was just because somebody doesn't live up to what they say, that doesn't mean what they say is wrong. So if a person tells you 1 + 1 is 2, but they go around saying 1 + 1 is 3, 1 + 1 is still 2, just because they said that. That's how deception works. They invest side checks like Nikes. He said, that's raw wave. Thank me later. I ain't with the games. What I'm gonna thank you for? Are you talking about? What do you think it is? Scroll up. Or I see what you mean. You share my live. Yeah. Share my live. All right. Damn. I can't believe I still didn't come across this. This book is 595 pages. Oh, look. Okay. Damn. I'll be going on tangents a lot. Hold on. Cause they got they got stuff like from all the way from 1748 to 1998 and 1998 to 2047. Feed him real quick. All right. Take him out like 7. All right, got you. 15. Hold on, man. Hold on. Slow it down, P. Slow it down. Bro, I need to wake up and what? We talking about and relive? No, don't do that, because if you do, you're gonna create a flashpoint. No, I said they put this in TV shows. Don't try to change your past. Don't do it. Go with the flow of evolution. P, don't go to the past, bro. You're gonna create a ripple. You're gonna create a ripple effect. If you change, 7 o'clock. 7. I love you too, bro. Be safe. Well, go on somewhere else with that, because I already know if you try to change the past. Like personally, I remember one time. What was it? If you ever watched this TV show called Black Mirror, he was like, I gotta reenact how he said it because it was funny. All right, but hold on, I'm finna tell you. He was like actually, I think I can show y'all real quick, so I won't, cause I'm gonna just laugh my ass off, because the way he said it, bro, is too fucking funny. That's what flashbacks are. Like literally, and I did it before. Hold on. This should give me the chills, man. Thank you for telling me I'm wise, man. Black Mirror, Bandersnatch. We have the power to change the world surgically, and we ask the right. There you go. You gotta ask the right questions. I got you, bro. P, slow down, bro. I'm gonna show you. Bandersnatch, flashback scene. Yeah, slow down. I got you. What is the? Hold on. Then this should give me the chills. Is this it right here? That's what flashbacks are. He was like, that's what flashbacks are. They say the wisdom of God will be found through a multitude of counsels. Hey, the wisdom of God is going to be found whichever way, shape, or possible. To shape it whichever way, shape, or possible. I'm telling you. Because God is right here. It's right here. Not me.
We've only got the illusion of free will, but really, I decide the ending.
See, that's distortion. But he right though. The illusion of free will. Imagine what happened, and make different decisions from there. That's how P. I tried to go to the but they don't have the scene on here when he was explaining to him how to change the past. But he was saying flashbacks are an opportunity to change the past. That's why flashbacks feel real. So if you say great example. This was around 2018, 19. But me and my ex, we broke up terrible way, right? But I remember watching that movie with her, and then when he explained how to do it, right? I was doing dishes at work, and then I was just sitting there thinking about what I did. Like I'm thinking like I punched the wall. I didn't hit her though, but I punched the wall. I did this, I did that. But then in the process of me thinking of doing that, like I punched the wall, and then before I even think about punching the wall, or before I even think about doing it, I think about different things to do. Our creator is the energy around us, man. That's the bottom line. Creator, there is no physical, like, from this explanation, there is a collective of beings, the Anuhazi, feline hominids. They created us back 560 million years ago. But creator itself is energy. And that energy has certain structures to it that allow for the holographic reality. Now, we stronger than that, though. We ain't worried about who watching us unless they good people. I mean, and if they bad people too, but we know they on some bullshit when they come in. You know, bro. You know, you're not. You got to know exactly who you are. This is how I did that. You got to know exactly where you're coming from before you start studying stuff, bro. Like, you got to know. See, the same thing you saying right now, I could have changed the world, is literally what's gonna happen when you try to do it. If you make that decision to try to make sure you didn't hit your head, then you're gonna create a flashpoint. You're gonna create a different reality for yourself. Who you see now is not gonna be there. We're gonna be there in essence, but we're not gonna be right here. You're gonna be somewhere else. You're gonna be in a different reality. But yeah, this is how you make a discernment. Like, when you coming into something important, it's like when you going into the store. What is your place of reference? Do I want to buy food? Do I want to just look around? Do I want to this, that, the third, right? What evidence do you have? I want to buy this food because I looked up the nutritional facts. Now, for the people that say this food is healthy, what is your observation? Do they look healthy? Do they move healthy? And when you eat the food, how does it make you feel? So same thing when it comes to studying. When you studying something, you got to know if you're looking for the truth, like whether the truth is uncomfortable, whether it's confusing, whether the truth is the truth. Are you just here for a conversation? Are you just open-minded and you just looking, right? And what evidence do you have as to what you're looking at? Okay, this is what I'm looking at. It's my evidence, right? And based on what you're studying, how does it affect the world? What and how does it affect your mind? P, you gotta go to a different live. You're not listening. Flashbacks, bro. Flashbacks. Going before, as you falling asleep in your dream, think about what happened. Think about the moment before you hit your head. It may take some practice, but do it. That's it. So how you gonna go back? How you coming? That's what I'm saying. How you coming to us with no evidence? For us, your evidence is your remembrance. I hear you. It's a dead end. What are you talking about? Ascension is not a dead end. Ascension is what it is. Like, we're gonna be fire. No, it is. He can go back. He's just not listening. I just told you, bro. Flashbacks, or as you falling asleep, think about what happened. You can. I've been to the past plenty of times in my dreams. Plenty of times. It's like, for example, if say you to learn from it, that's the best way you go back for it. Not the best. I ain't gonna say the best way. Sorry, but that's one of the great ways to go back. You go back to yeah. I want to go back. Yeah, you go back. No, what you do is you go back to learn. Look, Logic. TikTok. See what happened when I'm telling the truth? They start doing dumb shit. Oh. I mean, we doing puzzling shit. What the fuck am I doing a puzzle for? Yeah, you look. when you relive it in your dream, you make different decisions in the real world. That's how you change the past. So it's like, for example, if I had a hard time growing up, I would think back to my growing up, and I would understand my position from when I was growing up. Practice meditation. Practice natural mind meditation first. Practice observing the darkness. Observe that. Whatever images you see. Bro, damn, that shit crazy. But like, I remember one time I was at work. I'm pissed off, bro. But I'm trying to keep it down. Like, I'm trying to cool down. Like, I'll take a nap. I go into a dream. I'm fighting. I'm like, damn. I'm fighting in the dream because I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? But your dream state is going to be a reflection of your emotions. Emotions is your frequency. Emotions is your energy level. Emotions is what you can't see. Emotions is this right here. Everything is though, but emotions is like energy in motion. That's why they call it that. So however you feeling, it can mask what truly lies in your dream. So think about, you got the principle and you got all your feelings right here, or you got all your experiences right here. God and your feelings and experiences. But God is this stuff though, but there's a structure to it. So it has to be seen a certain way so you can work your way back to it. Change now. Like I say, as you fall asleep, think about what happened. Think about what happened. And when you wake up, you be like, okay, so that's what happened in my dream. All right, I'm gonna start making different decisions. Because I'm not gonna make sure I don't want to relive that experience. Well, I'm not saying heal your brain injuries. You go to the doctor for that, man. Go to the doctor and get some techniques and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't, I like telling the truth. But I'm not gonna mislead you though. I'm not gonna be like, oh, to heal your brain injuries, go to the doctor or go to the hospital. Like, I mean, to heal your brain injury, just meditate. I'm not gonna say that shit. Like, so what are you gonna do then? Because if that's the case, if they didn't work, then you start meditating. You start actually working your brain out like a muscle. Start working on image projection, like projecting images. Start working on that. Oh my god, I think I got it in my notes. This is my meditation structure, like how I work myself into my dreams. Let me see. Notes. But yeah, I don't think you are. There his ass go. Y'all double tap the screen for me, man. Let's get to 1K. Let's get to 1K. Dang, man, all these freaking these aliens coming in here. Talking about Amun Ra, the Phoenix APIN is in here. It was one more. Jezebel was in this bitch. Like, bro, Jezebel, get your ass on, man. It was one more. Jezebel and damn, hold on. Every time I talk about this stuff, I start seeing all these weirdo, not weird, but what you call it, usernames that resemble what I'm studying. It was one more, bruh. And I was like, oh shit, these folks really coming here. The cat lady, Draco. I'm like, oh my god, a human hybrid is in here. Yeah. You can moderate for me if you want to, brother. Let me see what you got going on. Whoa. Let me see. There you go. Gracias. And just double tap the screen, brother. Please, Phoenix, double tap the screen. We need it. Like, bro, I remember when I first started, I was able to double tap. You see my thing changing, but I used to be able to double tap the screen myself. But ever since I got flagged or whatever, I think I can't do it no more. They don't want me to meet the algorithm requirements. All right. Let me see. I got meditation processes in here that I do. That literally, like, bruh, when I went to sleep earlier, bruh, it was like regular. Like, I just it wasn't like I went to sleep and I'm tired, like I knew I went to sleep. It's like I go to sleep and I literally start walking around in a new world. And because I remember what it looked like. I had went to the gym, like I took a nap earlier and I went to the gym. And then I took another nap, which was recent, and I went back to the same exact gym. But the difference was uh it was kids in there. It was like school going on. It was like a team. I'm like, what the fuck? But I thought about my nephew. I was like, oh, I do want to teach my nephew. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But then he was like, you can use this machine right here. He was like, just use a little bit of weight so it won't be loud. I said, okay. But I was like, I don't even want to work out next to the kids. So I went by the window. It was like 2 pull-up bars. That was like 2 pull-up bars. And I tried to do a muscle up. And the kid grabbed my leg. And I said, get the fuck off my leg. And I pushed him. And what that taught me was control your goddamn emotions. Cause like sometimes your nephew or niece can be annoying, like but then that taught me like that's how it's gonna be when I'm teaching him. Like he's not gonna listen sometimes, this and that. But you gotta like because like I say, in a dream world, everything is exaggerated. Like if you mad, you're gonna go into a dream. Somebody might be shooting. You might be in a crack house. You might be here and there, but that's just a reflection of your energy. But the specifics of the feeling, it determines your experience. So if you grew up in this type of household, you're going to have a dream with the same setting of this house, but it's going to be different people in there. It's going, you know what I'm saying? And that's how it was, bro. That's all crazy. That's all crazy. That's literally how it was. So basically what's happening is the more and more you practice having control of your dreams, the more and more you control your thoughts, the more and more you control your emotions. And that don't mean like, I can't think this way. I can't think that way. That means you got to allow yourself to think how you think so you can get the reason as to why not to think it. That's how you do it. Instead of just being like, okay, I'm not going to think this because this. I mean, some people, everybody got their own reasons as to why they stop doing what they do. And you find that for yourself. But everything is going to be in relation to you, bro. Regardless of how you feel. I don't care how you feel. It's in relation to you. And when I say that, I mean your habits, your goals, your dreams, everything is going to approach you in that form. Even if it's annoying or challenging or I don't feel like talking. Yeah, that's because you need to work on talking. I'm trying to figure out, let me see, Brown Bay. Particles, activities, Maharata meditation. All right. Did I, CBC, Assembly of Mahara Seal. Yeah, this is the Maharata. So yeah, what are you talking about, bro? P, what are you talking about? Let's get past this, bro. What are you talking about? There's no way. What are you talking about? I gave you 2 answers: flashbacks or dreams. What do you mean? There's 2 different ways that you can go back to change your past. Meaning changing your current decision making. Also, actually going to sleep and envisioning and going there, like you walking around like this, but while you sleep. Forge connection. Place of peace. Oh yeah, here we go. No, that's not it. But yeah, so listen. I thought I put it in my notes, y'all. Hold on. Inner space travels. Particles, angle of axis rotation. What's up, y'all? Trying to look for this central body current. No, not that. Thoughts. Primary. 4 components of the mind. Oh yeah. So yeah, this is the building blocks that I work on. What I do before I decided I want to travel to different worlds. First, develop self-awareness. starting outside yourself and inside yourself, both ways. You can start either way, but practice observing yourself. Work on breath control so that way you can move energy whichever way direction you want. So if I breathe in, I'm breathing up. If I breathe in, I'm moving the energy up, my central body current. If I'm breathing out, it's going down. Contraction, expansion, or contraction, expansion. So wait, I'm bugging. Wait. Doing something like that, you can create an energy ball. But I ain't with none of that. I'm just trying to get the hell out of here. Travel to a different space age world. Like inner space travels, man. And inner Star Trek. Literally. You don't need spaceships and all that shit. All you need is energy. All you need is an energy vehicle. But yeah, start off with self-awareness. So as you fall asleep, you're observing yourself. You're not putting energy out. You're just like, yeah, that's how I feel. I don't feel like going to bed, bro. I don't feel like going to work. But you gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. Because the principle, you know what I'm saying, is what you want it to be. You know, my principle is I'm trying to envision these beautiful worlds, man, with no crazy stuff going on, bro. Like this, bro. Ain't nobody dealing with this. This is crazy. And it's annoying being here. But then over time, like when I first started my spiritual journey, I used to be pissed off. I used to have a hard time even talking to people. But now I'm like, oh, it's actually pretty fun. It's actually pretty fun. Like when you when you learn to look at life from a like if anybody in here has seen JoJo Bizarre Adventure, that alien, the stand, look at that, man. All that frequency, bro. I was not sweating before I got on here. But the more and more I talk about this, I shake. I'm like, damn, because it make me happy, bro. It make me sweat, but you gotta stand. It's like a taller being, but it's like your higher self, but it's actually right here. Yeah, that's how I look at the world. So if I'm in an argument with somebody, in the back of my head, I'm like, come on, man, come on, come on, man. But it's important to actually live the experience though. Like live it. Like feel it, experience it, get pissed off, get happy, get mad, get sad. But then through all of that, you figure out which energy level you want to be on. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works, bro. It's not like be good. Bad is bad. Stay away from bad. No, nigga. It's about you right here, but then you got good and bad. You like this now. You moving. You're not just going straight. You like this. Like, okay. Then eventually you go straight as you grow up. Eventually you just be like, okay, I already know what's going on. Even Kobe said it. He said, if you know that it's stressful being like, I'm happy, yay. Oh, why I keep doing this? Oh, I'm happy, yay. Why? He said, why not just move like this, man? Why not just move like this? You know, it's up to you. It's up to you. But yeah, you do self-awareness, breath control, and now you observing the particles. When you close your eyes and you see all that stuff in there, that when you close your eyes, you may see colors, you may see this, whatever you see, observe it. Just sit there and be like, yeah. But when you're looking at it, know that it's in relation to you. Because for you to see what you see, one, there has to be something out there reaching out. Two, there has to be a receiver. So you're the receiver, but then there's also energy currents around you that's tapping into what it is that your receiver can retrieve. You're the receiver. So if I'm a beacon, if I'm standing up and I look like you gotta think about it, bro. Even the energy current. I don't know how to explain it, but the electricity thing, it's like it looks something like this, but it got the top where the energy. That's what we look like, don't we? We look just like this. We're an energy receiver, energy receiver, transmitter. We transmit energy, we receive energy, we facilitate energy. Transmit means we receive it and then we transmit it and then we facilitate it. It can go anyway though. We facilitate it, making it easier for us to receive, to translate. We can translate it and then receive. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm not gonna go on fucking just talking crap. Who and where is God, y'all? Y'all want to start this conversation now? I said what I needed to say. Y'all know where I stand at. Now y'all come to me what y'all want to say. What y'all want to talk about. I got a couple well, I'm gonna put this up here real quick. This is where all religions sprout from. Is in my Halata text. Sorry. Yeah. This is where all religions sprout from. The Maharata. The Melchizedek Cloister Emerald Order teachings. 246,000 years ago is when this information was given to us. But then the information got distorted. But this marks the beginning of all religion. So everything that you see, I was reading a book earlier about it. But yeah, it's all, bro, come on now. The answer has been in our face this entire time. Ashiana Dean came through with it. I swear to God. Like, what's crazy is her experience is similar to Akhenaten's. When he came here, he knew his mission, but then he got caught up in the earthly affairs. Started going crazy and shit. Like, even me. Like, when I get caught up in the earthly affairs and I get too stuck, like, too in deep, like, nigga, like, I think, all right, bro. When I think that's all there is, I go crazy. Naturally, I just psych out. Like when I start feeling like, damn, what if the world, what if this is all there is? Like, what if this is all there is? Like, I mean, I know it's not, but when I was younger and I was thinking that, bro, I used to be, boy, like, naturally, like, I just get pissed off. I just get easily, I get irritable, bro. Like, I be trying my, cause I'm one thing about me is I'm gonna put work in. Like, so whenever I'm messing up, you know why I'm messing up. Like, for example, at my jobs, I make hella mistakes. Well, I can say I not make hella mistakes, but I work my ass off. So when I do make mistakes, they like, oh, okay, I understand. So that don't mean I'm just going around making mistakes. Nah, it'd be an actual mistake. Like, I be messing up. But what y'all want to talk about though, man? I've been talking this whole time. What's going on, man? What like damn, like, it's about inner space travels, man. It's access inside of you. You want to know something? Figure out what teaching makes sense to you and go inside to make sure the teaching is what it say it is. If God is saying he's a savior, but he beating our ass because we did this, what kind of savior whoops a nigga ass? It don't make no damn sense. Tank, be quiet, bro. Damn. The dog always whining, man. We spoil his ass, and I think that's why. But yeah, y'all, I mean, that's it. I don't know what else to say. It's all particle transmutation. You know what I'm saying? These alien races exist in different worlds. Oh, let's look at the Anunnaki real quick. These cocky ass motherfuckers. Anunnaki are cocky as fuck, bro. They like, if I can imagine an Anunnaki standing next to me, I think of him looking at me like, bro, this nigga lame as hell. Like the way Atlanta niggas be, bro. That's how Anunnaki are. They think they celebrities and shit, literally, bro. And what's the name? Where did I read it at? But it was showing how the celebrities are Dracos, bro. That's why they appear so beautiful. Draco Anunnaki hybrids. That's why whenever every celebrity got this one thing in common, everybody love them. Or they appear like celestials. They appear like, wow, like, look at the diamond, look at the chains. They represent stars. It's the same thing, bro. Where these Anunnaki asses at? Cocky ass niggas. Yeah, bro. All these alien races, bro, they real, bro. Oh God, they real. They all exist in this phantomation. Look at little Anunnaki. Hold on real quick, bro. Stay in here real quick. I'm finna read up this thing real quick. Hold on. Not read it, but I'm finna play it. Anunnaki cocky as hell. Y'all cocky ass niggas. Cause I'm an Anunnaki myself, so I know this. Niggas be like, y'all niggas lame. Humans ain't got shit on me, nigga. That's how Anunnaki be. So they be like, how about we try to mess with them real quick? Where is that, man? Like, literally, bro. Ashtar. Wow, the Ashtar Collective. We're gonna deal with their asses. I consider them the Astar Collective. They people that condescending. They be like, humans is this, humans is that, not knowing they play a part in as to why we are the way we are. Oh, this is from the Guardian, the Alien Species Almanac. Where is the Anunnaki at? Cocky ass niggas, bro. I can't believe I just passed them. Hold on. The mantis beings, them my boys. They cool. They actually are cool. Like every time. Oh, this nigga, cocky ass. Like this is how the Anunnaki be, bro. Like, bro, this is why they was this is why they was worshipped so much back in ancient times, bro. Because they appeared like they knew everything. These niggas don't know everything. These niggas only know what's relative to them. But when you're a guardian, like the guardian's gonna already tell you what's going on. But they only gonna allow you to they gonna tell you what's going on, but they only gonna allow you to access a certain amount of information. Because certain information is like frequency. So if you take in too much information, you will overload your body. That's when like say if a person go on a 30-day studying spree. Say if a person goes on a 30-day studying spree, their brain will end up crashing like a person drinking too much coffee. Like, you be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna slow down studying real quick. You start getting headaches. Start getting mad at people for cutting you off. You don't be wanting nobody getting in between you and your studies. Yeah, that's how it be. When you really somebody that be studying, that's why Nikola Tesla didn't have no wife or nothing like that. Because he was like, bro, no, I gotta focus. I gotta make sure free energy is available to all. That's kind of how I am with this. Like, I gotta make sure people know about this stuff. But I want a woman though. I want a wife. I don't give a fuck. I want a girlfriend, bro. I'm trying to have an actual life here on Earth. Like, I want to be able to be like an alien man, but then also I want to be here on Earth. Like, I can go to business meetings. I can do this. I can do that. I can do that. Brrr. Like, for real, bro. That shit will be fine. All right, look. Anunnaki, corny ass niggas, bro. Like, not in a bad way, though. I'm just talking my shit. Like, just like y'all niggas be doing. All right, look.
The Anunnaki, ancient alien beings from planet Nibiru's parallel dimension. By UFO Matrix April 02, 2024. Origins and characteristics of Anunnaki. Their homeworld is planet Nibiru, in a parallel dimension. The portal they use is located in the Orion Zone, so that is why we associate them with this space quadrant.
You hear what she said? So why do you think the people in ancient Egypt, the pyramids are aligned to Orion's belt? All right, now, come on now.
They come from a double star system and Nibiru orbits every 4,000 years.
6,500.
The main star is named Emeru and it is a small brown star host to many worlds. The sixth planet, Nibiru, has 2 satellites and resembles Terra, in a higher density. Anunnaki means human-like. Although they are a reptoid cold-blooded life form, they resemble Terrans but slightly taller, 2.5 m/8 feet, and more muscular. No hair, white skin. They have a very structured society in which females play an important role in politics and power, although the males rule above all. They reproduce by eggs. They are known to be among the most advanced societies regarding genetic engineering. They play a lot with the genetics of conquered worlds and especially with children, trying to create serval hybrids helping their purposes anywhere in the galaxy. Anunnaki have been the source and spreading of great genetic biodiversity and racial confusion throughout this galaxy for these reasons. Great enemies of the Lyrans but as well of the Chikara Empire. Technologically advanced.
We are not enemies to them. They are enemies to us. No. We are enemies to them. So they look at us like hostile, but we look at them like, bro, like, you gotta just let them do their thing. It's like a kid being mad at you, but you gotta let the kid be mad at you. You can't be like, They're like, oh, I don't hear none of that shit. That's how they be. That's why they're so damn cocky.
And well equipped.
They talking about women play a huge role in society, but the men make up the rules. Shut your dumb ass up. That's what we living in now. It's a patriarchal society. Men make up the rules, but women yes, that's true. Women do play a huge part, but the society that we in now is not catered towards women. It's catered towards men, but then they make it seem like the women got the power. That's how they create dysfunction. Ass niggas.
Their name is
My niggas
also
though,
feared in
but
this
come on now.
galactic sector. There is a legend about them, about their creation. There was a time, a very long time ago, when conflict raged between Ashkara, Sirius B, and the Orion Empire. To resolve this fight, the male sovereign of Ashkara offered to mate with the Orion
I remember
Queen,
this.
and their offsprings were named after the first one. Mix of the
But
two races, Nibiru divided from two. They later on took the name of Anunnaki, human-like, given by the Orion reptiloids, as they looked human but only in appearance. Their genetics was predominant reptiloid. They overcame the reptilian race that was in power when they arrived on Terra and became the new rulers, provoking as well other settled colonies. The reportoids that escaped went underground, and those who couldn't escape were called Agigi, Watchers, by the Anunnaki and enslaved for 2,500 years. The Chikar, Draconians, had objected to the Anunnaki genetically modifying Terra's hominids to become more evolved human. The Anunnaki's influence and legacy. The Anunnaki eventually left Terra, but before they did, they genetically engineered a large group of human specimens to a diminished level of consciousness in order to have a race of slaves to mine mainly the gold and other resources for them. They used for a long time one other race, the Solipsiri from Zeta Reticuli, and are now having ties and agreements with the Terran-based reptilians to share the management of humans.
Okay.
These contracts come in the larger scale agreements with the Draconian and Orion empires regarding the conquered worlds, slavery, food chain, and genetic experimentations. As it is also done on any other conquered world, the Anunnaki left an elite contingent on Terra in order to control and manipulate, by creating elite human organizations, making the Anunnaki the deep underground hidden part of the military-industrial extraterrestrial complex. They work with and against the Chikar at the same time for the control of Terra, which interestingly reveals a breach in the plan. Both work in cooperation to influence the long-term human evolution and consciousness through systems and elite institutions, religious fundamentalism, patriarchal domination, and a cult of greed and violence. But they also are in competition against each other for the ultimate ownership of the planet, and this is where a big breach is. Their ship have a T-shape.
Teen Titans? Their ship have a T-shape, Teen Titans. But yeah, like I agree with that. The Anunnaki they used for a long time. Yeah, I agree with that. The Anunnaki's influence and legacy. I read up something about the Anunnaki and the Syrians, or the Anunnaki and the Reptilians coming together to create a race line. I heard of something of that. But yeah, the Anunnaki, them motherfuckers be on some shit, don't they? They be on some way out shit, man. Oh God. Let me go to where it's at. Where it's at. Yeah. The Anunnaki. Them motherfuckers, boy. They remind me of humans so much, bro. Like, how y'all work together, but y'all still hate each other. Like, the fuck? That's what humans do, bro. Because it's like in the process, like what happens when you do that? Like, it can be a sign of love, but what happens is you working with somebody that you hate, you're going to talk shit about them. So you're going to keep that energy circulating. What do you believe in? The space of conscious awareness. Hear me out. Don't be asking me no more after this, because the space of conscious awareness around us, like in between us and inside of us, that's God. All right. The God of the Bible, the gods of any religion that makes themselves to appear like they're lords, like they are better than you or they are higher than you, they're fallen angels. That's what I believe in. Oh, misinformation? TikTok. Come on, man. Man, who the fuck been in my shit, boy? Man. Who the fuck? TikTok, bro. Come on, bro. You see what happened when I'm talking? Bro, y'all need to, bro. Come on, bro. Like, double tap the live, bro. Double tap the live. Please double tap the live. Every time I talk about this, TikTok got to say something. TikTok, come on, bro. You don't even know why you put this restriction on my thing. They just tell you to do this and you go home and get paid. Bro, come on, bro. Double tap the live for me, y'all. Come on, bro. Restriction? Oh my God. Y'all, could y'all, like, is that not enough information? Like, is that not enough? Inner space and outer space is access. I mean, inner, but outer space is access within. Listen, y'all, TikTok be on some way out shit, man. Oh God. Double tap the live. Yeah, like I say, what I believe in, the space of conscious awareness is God, man. The God of the Bible and all these other guys that make themselves appear like they're better than you are fallen angels, bro. The guardians are the ones that be chilling and they come in when needed. But the fallen angels, they be on some way out shit. Damn, but they done got me on restriction for 10 minutes, y'all. Come on now. I'm telling y'all the truth. I ain't come here to bullshit. I'm gonna re-upload this on my YouTube, bro, because damn, bro, TikTok on that way out shit. Y'all doing that, just letting them know that I'm telling the truth, bro. Like, that's all they're doing. Just because you don't make it available to everybody doesn't mean it's not true. And like, we don't like, Anunnaki don't like when I talk about them, bro. The Anunnaki can't stand that shit. But it's y'all fault. Well, my fault too, though. Yeah, I know it's my fault too. It's my fault too. But guess what? Y'all still got y'all own consciousness, just like I do. So, come on now. TikTok just restricted me, bro. Like, y'all double tap the screen, please, bro. Like, cause they're like, by that right there is confirmation of what I'm saying, bro. Like, when you got the people that runs this system or that runs this platform to attack you, that how you know what I'm saying, and how you know. Let me go to the Anunnaki, because they important. Since y'all want to talk shit, January 26, 2001, that's when I was born. United Resistance Raid, Guardian Alliance, APIN. On my birthday when I was born. What did that say? Magnitude earthquake. Oh, it was an earthquake January 2020. In India, let me see. Here we go. See, look, we finna research. Earthquake January. That's when I was born, bro. Oh, it does say it. It was in India. It killed that lead. Damn. 20,000. Wait, it unalived 20,023. 2023. 20,023 though. Injured another 166,000 and destroyed about 400,000 buildings in Pakistan. Wait, and buildings in Gujarat, India, and Sindhi, Pakistan. So let's see what actually occurred. So this was sonic pulse, unnatural disasters from 1935 through 1992 summary chart caused by covert fallen angelic intruder ET and Illuminati use of scalar pulse technologies, earthquakes. Let me see. It said 1992. Let me stop right. Yeah, that thing went down to 2001 though, and it shows India 7.7 magnitude earthquake, United Resistance Raid, the Guardian Angelic APIN, which caused an overload of energy. Oh, it says 6.8, but hey. It happened in 2001, so a rough estimate. Yeah. That's a rough estimate, man. That's pretty cool. Not the happening, but the fact that it covers it, though. Oh, you do say January. See, internet's so damn weird. At 8:46 a.m., the epicenter was about, damn, so this was over in India, man. And they was using scalar sonic. Listen, y'all, it's right here, man. It's right here. It's right here. I'm on Wiki. I ain't even inside the book no more. So I'm doing research outside the book. This is how I research, man. I get turned just like this, and I just start going on because I'm like, damn, like they was using scalar sonic pulse technology weapons to cause earthquakes. Come on, y'all. What other spiritual teacher is going to tell you this stuff? Somebody put in the comments what other spiritual teacher out there is going to. Oh yeah, for sure. Hop on a bit. But remember, before you come on here, make your claims. Make sure your feelings get involved, because that's how it be. The debate is when your feelings get involved. But no name calling, bro. None of the name calling. All right? We keep it straightforward, simple, and it's about the information. Oh, he left. Yeah. He probably having some animosity on his chest. That's why. But we ain't doing the name calling around here, B. Enough of the bugging out, you word. We keep it straightforward, straight and center. You know what I'm saying? But they put the information right here, bro. Wagwan, bro.
Hello.
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, so I was just hearing you talk with the guy. He asked what do you believe?
Yeah.
So you think everything around us, even that which is inside of us is so consciousness is God.
Yep.
So wouldn't that make you God?
Yep. But not in the because for some reason when you said it, I think like you're thinking of it like a supreme, like, hey, I'm God. Nah, not like that, bro. That just means we have.
Where do you take God to be?
Huh?
Where do you take God to be?
Like I just said it. Or like,
Yeah.
bro, look, bro, it's a vibe, bro. TikTok. They sent me 3 violations, bro,
What do you do?
for talking about what I'm talking about. Every time, bro. Every time they do this, bro. Every time. I promise you, bro. That's how I know what I'm saying is true, bro. And plus my experiences as well. But yeah, they right there. They letting you
Wouldn't
know.
that When what you just said be circular though? Like I know you said I asked you what you take like sort of what you take God to be. You said well consciousness. Well, but what is God like? If it's not a supreme leader and a holder of truth and that which classical theism holds, what do you take God to be?
I don't, like I said, God is energy, okay? But energy has a structure. Hold on, real quick. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay, cool. I thought I was on pause. But yeah, energy has a structure. So what happens is when energy comes into it, when energy takes on form, the beings that are in form as soon as energy take form are the supreme beings, but not supreme in the state of the Bible God. Like beings, these are the guardians of our time matrix. These are the beings that help us out when we need it. But the God of the
But
Bible is one that's like, you got to keep returning to me to make sure to receive salvation and protection. But them, they like, hold on, something's going on over here. We got to step in. But God is like, hell no, y'all niggas, fuck y'all niggas, y'all. I'm the God of the Bible. I'm the one that makes sure people worship me. That's not how it's supposed to work.
like how is that not supposed to work? Like, okay, just a quick question. If God, if we define God as a classical theism, that's the all powerful, all being, almighty, the omni, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
wouldn't that being be first off necessary, self subsisting, sufficient, non composite, all these things.
It's an energy form.
Um
An energy form.
what do you mean?
Because how can a being in form be omni? Not possible.
How's that not possible?
What will the being consist of to be omni? Like what will be the structure or biological form that it exists in, that it is projecting its consciousness from, in order to enter into a body and say this being is a priest of this church, so he can be God in that form, and he's the one giving the instruction. So in a way, he's the emissary. So where would God be? What does heaven look
I'm
like?
not. What do you mean? Where would God be? Like,
is remote? Is he local? Is he out there somewhere or where? Because they,
He's
God.
well, we believe he's timeless, so we believe he's immutable too. So he's outside of time,
So
and
how
he's the
can?
ground of all contingent reality because reality is contingent.
Mm-hmm. So
Because
why is it that we refer to? How can we refer to an omni being as a he? It's omni.
well, that's just what the Bible has revealed to us.
Mm-hmm. So there's a hole right there.
How is that a whole?
A being in a specific form cannot be omni. It has a specific
Why?
form. It has to be somewhere at a certain time.
Well, if we attribute omni to him, not really. He's immutable though,
So he's not God.
and we believe God is spirit. So
Yeah,
basically, when you're talking about God, you're just making an assertion of nature, not really person. So
exactly.
when you
Yeah.
talk about
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so when you talk about God, that's just going to be the nature of God,
No, that is God.
right? But you're talking about a nature.
So bottom line is right, right. I'm right. God is the space of conscious awareness within and around us.
No, that
We have
nature,
control. We have control over that space of conscious awareness, making us co-creators.
but you are not necessary. Like
What?
you
Who taught you
begin to
that?
exist.
Who taught you that?
Well, that's just normal. What do you mean?
Nah,
Like what?
nah. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Do you think you have substance to yourself? Like in a way you're important, but not the important that everybody, like, oh, I'm the best, I'm the best. No, just like you have significance. Do you think you have significance?
Yeah, given to me by God, but I'm not
Hmm.
God
Right. Okay. But
because we're
I can agree.
finite,
Yeah, physically,
right? But okay, let's stick to that one topic because I don't know where we're drifting off to.
God,
Um,
and like you said, God is the nature, or I said God is a space of conscious awareness, right? But you said that's the nature of God. But I'm like,
well, do you know what nature means?
but then you also just told me that God is an omni.
Right, but no. Do you know what nature is?
Nature is like the substance of what it is that we're explaining.
Yeah, nature is just gonna be what something is,
Right.
and then person is just gonna be is just gonna be. For example, when we talk about Jesus, we say the divine nature, the divine person, because he holds to that divine nature.
The divine person, because he holds to that divine nature, which is his teachings, right?
No, that divine nature is just gonna be God, the God nature.
Right. Which is
So he holds to godness.
so what Jesus was explaining, the kingdom of heaven is within you, right? That's like basically what I'm saying. But then also the Bible kind of twists it and say he. How can something inside of me be a he?
Well, I don't know what where you got the he like. You can say that God, God's living in me through His Spirit, but I mean,
Like you said, his,
he's
his. Who is he?
well, we just use that pronoun for God.
And you know what that does to society? It creates a patriarchal society. If listen,
Uh,
religion is the foundation of everything, bro. Religion is the whatever we can't see is the foundation of everything. So if you paint this what we can't see to be as what we like I say, God is the space of consciousness. If we paint this to be a he, then what are we going to naturally do to the humans? The man is above. If we lived in a society where they say God is a woman, the women would be more empowered than men. But no, God is a it. It's not a he, a she. It's a it. But
sure, but that
there are beings that come from this energy source that Lyran feline hominids.
all right. So
Hmm?
did that energy act?
Intrinsically, yes. Void,
So it
sound, and light.
acts in how does it act intrinsically?
There you go. I got you. Look. Then I'm gonna explain it. Where's that? This is the structure of our holographic what we see.
So what is this? What is this trying to show? I'm confused.
Okay, like for example, if you look at the if you read the Bible, right, at the beginning it would say God created the earth and it was void, void at the top, right? So it was just bottom line, and then God spoke a word, sound, and then He separated light from darkness, light. But there's no detail into how He did that. He just said He did it. He didn't give us no detail. But like I said, the first three I just explained is the basis of what I'm saying. Void, sound, and light. When you close your
Right,
eyes,
but for that to act, there had to be somebody acting for it. I mean,
mm-mm.
somebody doing that action, and that's just going to be God. Because how can you said God is energy, right?
Yep.
So again, that would fall because just in physics itself, energy is going to be quantifiable, transferable, finite, changing, evolving, and it's going to be dependent on physical system.
You know,
That still
that's only
holds to
because we
the
explaining physics from this perspective. We only explain physics from a molecular perspective. We don't even science hasn't even gotten past the molecular idea of particles, proton, neutron, electron. They haven't
yeah.
gotten
But
past that.
what I'm saying is it's just going to fall into the same contingent cycle, which leads to an ultimate God. Because
Of which,
do you know the contingent argument?
hold on, real quick. I'm finna look it up. Gent. I'm gonna look up what that means real quick. Subject,
Contingency?
yeah, subject to like, oh, a happening or a chance, right?
No, contingency is just going to be something that depends on another thing.
Well, damn, I just been misled. They lied to me, man. They said subject to chance, the contingent nature of what the fuck are y'all talking about? They lied to me, bro. But you say this
Con-
subject. Say that one more time.
Contingency is just going to be something that depends on something else. For example, if I say the world is contingent upon God, that just means the world depends on God.
Hmm.
It's
And what
just
would that
like a
be?
fancier word of saying
Is
depends.
it a 3,000 foot tall being like Galactus? Is that who God is?
Not necessarily. God again, God's just going to be in
You're
a
circular. You're
certain.
being circular, bro. You like I could give you an idea of who I, but you can't even tell me what your God look like. White man with a beard, a lot of hair with a staff on the throne.
No, God, again, you're saying God. I'm saying God is just an assertion of nature. You're asserting a nature. So God is just going to be an assertion, yeah, an assertion of nature. So the divine persons who hold the divine essence. Um, why is my I don't know why my friends here. Ignore that. So yeah, where was I? The
Oh,
divine
you say
persons
yeah,
who
assertion.
hold to that divine nature are going to be God itself because everything subsisting in God has to be God, fully God. So
Yeah.
basically, when you say, I have consciousness in me, everything that's okay, all right, everything that everything that subsists in God is God.
Right. Yeah. Just like this picture right here, the egg, but everything exists inside of that. But there is
Right.
no
So what
being.
exists outside the egg?
The sound fields. Hold on, real quick.
So
Hold on, real quick. Let me put a picture of what I think our matrix looks like, so you can have an idea of where I'm coming from.
all right.
Yeah, he talking about he kissed Lucas. He kissed Lucas.
What I'm saying, bro, this guy is like not only the I don't even want to name call. You said no name calling, so I'm gonna respect that.
Oh, you good? You good, bro? You good? Hey, look, yeah. This how I think it look right here, though. Three primal sound fields, three primal light fields, Maharata. Yeah, then on the way down, and we are in the center.
So yeah, my question would be, how is this so? Um, my question would just be, how is this so? How do I put this? Organized. We know that
Mhm. Yeah.
basically nothing in the universe is it can't be organized without an organizer.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
So if you say energy would just be the thing organizing this, um,
That's like
well,
I
how
think
can
that's the
some?
pinnacle. I think that's the pinnacle of freedom, bro. I think it is. Like I think it's like you have. a brotherhood or a family of people, not no masonry shit though. No. We ain't that shit. Them the Hyksos, them the Amun, that's the Amun snake priesthood. The Hyksos, those are motherfuckers that wanted to manipulate. Not them, but a family hood, or you know what I'm saying. But they not like worship me. That's not how it is for
Right.
me. But the Bible is like that though. So I don't know how to. I don't know. That's how it is though. Like when I used to worship
Wait,
the
so
Bible, I used to have boy. That shit had me fucked up.
how? Wait, all right. My first question would be: did you just hold to like a supreme God, or did I
Yeah,
just misheard you?
yeah. When I was younger, yeah.
Oh, but right now you said like a brotherhood that's not like worship me.
Yeah, like this. Yeah, a brotherhood like this. Basically, what's crazy is everything I showed you basically kind of led to that right there. Hold on. This is like a brotherhood like this, but it's it's a race, like a race of being. Think about Star Trek, but inside your soul, and you could travel to different planets and stuff like that because they exist at different particle pulsation speeds. But yeah, this like people like it's like each individual is of a race, so they have a race of beings, like millions, billions of beings, and they help us. So these people are the embodiment of the Maharata current, or the purest essence of source. These beings are the embodiment of it, and you also got beings above them and beings above them, but they don't look at it like better than you type energy. It's just, hey, these people need help, and we got you.
So if they're not right, but if they're not, so do you hold to the fact to the idea that they're better than you in
Nope,
ways?
nope, nope.
So then how can something of the same,
You
being in
know,
essence of
yeah,
you?
you know there are other words to explain that. When you use certain words, you invoke certain energies. What's the difference between a guardian and a lord?
I don't know. I don't hold to that, so I wouldn't
Right.
know.
But you explain God as the Lord, right? But I look at God as a guardian. A person that's a Lord will do exactly what the God of the Bible is doing. A person that's a guardian is going to sit back and allow you to make mistakes until you reach out to ask for help. But if you can't reach out to ask for help, they know this and they will come in when needed. They know how to read energy.
Right.
Yeah, it's like raising a child. You know when to step in, you know when to step back. But the God of the Bible is like the child cannot trip, he cannot talk back, he cannot do that. And if he do, what happened when you was younger and you talk back? They didn't tell you, hey, you can't talk back. They slapped you in your face, or they probably whooped you, or they probably, well, to some people, not everybody, but to some, you know what I'm saying, probably talk bad about them, verbally abuse them, this and that, the third, because 2 billion people on the planet worship God, so they're going to do exactly what he do to people that go against his word.
So again, all right. So you talk about obviously the Christian God a lot. What would be your objections to the Christian God?
The idea of worship, the idea of unaliving one person or unaliving people in order to gain salvation. Um, but yeah, I mean, I feel like those are the top two pinnacle reasons, man. That's what runs the Bible. So I go to the core of the core. Worshiping is the main thing, and the idea of unaliving is like, bro, why you got to drop this person in order to do this? Like, there are other ways to take on certain things. Unless that's the last option, but I don't think it ever will be. Not in my world. Yeah. God damn, this shit is sad, bro.
So all right. So you said, well, you don't agree with what Jesus, what we Christians believe that Jesus did for us, which is just die on a cross, right?
Damn, hold on. Would you mind me reading up what I think of Jesus?
No, you're good. You're good. You got it.
I'm summarize it though. I got you. The three Christ. Jesus came after Akhenaten too, right?
Came after what?
Akhenaten. You know who Akhenaten is?
No, I don't.
Yeah, that's the Egyptian pharaoh of the 14th century BC. 14th dynasty. But yeah, Jesus he got information from Akhenaten. Uh Akhenaten was the first person to introduce the world to monotheism.
Wait, it was 14th. You said something about 14th. What was it?
14th century BC, 14th not century, 14th dynasty of Egypt, 14th pharaonic dynasty.
So, well, That would be, wouldn't that be thousands of years before Christ though?
Yeah, Akhenaten, he was born 1398 or something like 1370 something BC, something like that. But yeah,
Yeah,
he
that
was,
would be
yeah,
before Christ though.
yeah. He was. So where do you think Jesus got his information from?
Right. So what are we taking Jesus to be? I take Jesus to be God.
I'm finna show
So
you. Well, from my perspective, come on, Speechify. 96. Yeah. This young five, bro. It's like, bro, this young so five, bro. It's like Rick and Morty.
the what?
It's like life is like Rick and Morty, bro. Imagine having a portal. Imagine having a portal gun. Go to this different dimension, but in turn, it's not a portal gun. It's here. Like earlier today, I had a dream of what like I had a dream of what was going on inside my head. So that lets me know like if I think of something a certain way here, it's going to be exaggerated in the dream world. Like it's going to be different. So if you pissed off while you go to sleep, you might end up in a dream where you fighting or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Bible don't tell you that though.
That's fire.
Oh, okay, hold on. The Templar Alcyon seal. These are crazy. It's like Rick and Morty, but in human form, bro. We gotta set energy this certain way to make sure the sphere of Amenity can be re-entered into Earth's morphogenetic. Woo! You heard of the Ark of the Covenant?
Yeah, I've heard of the Ark of the
Yeah.
Covenant. Yeah.
Did the Bible tell you how long ago it came into existence?
It probably did. I just don't know it. No.
Well, from what I studied, it said like 700,000 years ago, bro.
Jesus.
Yeah. Look, because what's crazy is like whenever I'm studying something or just like if the word, of course, if I look up 700,000, they're not gonna tell me nothing. But if I look up, when was Akhenaten born? Oh, 13. Oh, it says it in here too. Okay, I see what they mean. Okay, look.
Wait, but all right. Just a quick objection. You said it came 700,000 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So again, if we hold that Moses built that, then that wouldn't be 700,000 years ago.
Bro, 325 AD, the Council of Nicaea distorted the Bible, bro. They're not going to tell you the truth, bro.
They
325 AD.
distorted the Bible.
Yeah, it said it like I could read it to you. Yeah, Constantine the First, he petitioned people to go out and take that Bible and they take it back to the Vatican City Church and they distorted. They got 10,000 scribes in there or probably 1,000 scribes. So if I say God is, think about it like this. If I say God is a space of conscious awareness, right? And they be like, if you having problems, just give it to the Father. That don't mean give it to somebody up there. That mean allow things to occur as they are, and eventually you will go to where you go because you're in control. If you have a goal in mind and you let things occur how they want to go, you will be able to point out what exactly is in alignment with you. That's what it means. That's what it means to give it to God, bro. Yeah, I don't mean a being. I gotta give it to this man above, like the man upstairs. Like hell no, that ain't what that mean, bro. Like, cause
Right, but
when I read the Bible, that's how I think now. I'm like, oh, so when they say God, they literally talking about energy, bro. Yeah,
but
bro.
well, the only thing with that is even before that, um before Constantine and the Council of Nicaea, the church fathers quote the New Testament so much that like we basically nearly the entire text could be reconstructed just from their writings alone. So they quote the Bible. So you have people like Irenaeus, Tertullian, Clement, Origen, and Augustine.
Mm-hmm.
They quote literally tens of thousands of New Testament verses that just explicitly, word for word, literally, we could rewrite. If we lost all like manuscripts, we could
Mm-hmm.
still construct the New Testament again just because of their writings. And some of these people were before uh the Bible was compiled in 320 something
Yeah,
or
325 AD. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. But I can see what you're saying though. I can see what you're saying. I don't really have no. Do I have? I don't know. I'm just a real detailed person. Like when it comes to certain studies, like you got it. Like, how you gonna say give it to God, but you ain't gonna truly tell me who God is? Like, who the fuck am I giving it to? You get what I'm saying? So if they say he, but then they say God is within you, but then they say God is on his throne, what are y'all talking about? And then that's why we having this conversation in the first place. Because somewhere, somehow, some way, somewhere is being misled. Somewhere. We wouldn't have this conversation if we knew already.
So when we all right, so when we because I keep hearing the he. When we talk about when we talk about Jesus, well, that was a male, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when we talk about the Father, well, that's still a male because
How do we know if
the
he's a
Father,
male?
huh?
How do we know if he's a male?
Right. It was revealed to us. We don't come to that conclusively by logic. It was revealed to us that well, he said, "I am Father," right?
Mm-hmm.
I am Abba. So it was revealed to us. When we talk about the Spirit, well, it would be proper to say it because it's the Spirit that spirates from the Father and Jesus Christ, um, who is begotten from the Father. So we get this he from there. Well, we talk about Jesus, he. We talk about the Father. Well, obviously, it's going to be a he from what was revealed to us. And I guess it is proper to say the Spirit as it because, well, that would just be, the Holy Spirit that spirates from the Father.
So wouldn't that make if he's a he, then wouldn't that mean he lives somewhere? He's somewhere on an off-world planet.
That would just, I would call a correlation causation fallacy there because I don't think that logically follows. I think that's a non sequitur.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't follow because don't know where in history text to tell you that, or even hint towards it, unless you go back to the carvings on the wall. But inside a book, not in a religious book, they're not gonna say Jesus, God, or whatever existed here first and then came here on earth and incarnated into human form to help with this. They didn't. They didn't. So of course it's gonna be something that's way outside, but that's how you reach conclude that. That's how you have breakthroughs. You gotta think, huh? What if so he hmm. How come they want something that that's how I started off like but I was scared to ask questions because it was why would I ask a question that's not hinted towards in a book?
So what are you saying that's not hinted in the Bible?
That God is somewhere on the off-world planet. Because they consider him a he, so he has to be laying his head down somewhere.
Well, we could say that he's in heaven.
Where would that be? I know where would it be at, but from your perspective, where would it be?
That would just be anything that where God is in. So we don't know exactly where it is, but we don't need to know exactly where it
It's
is.
possible to know, but we do need to know because why is it that so many people are okay with being in the dark? Like, come on, man. It's okay to know, bro. God is not the God of the Bible is not gonna tell you, bro. But you can tell you though. It's in you, bro. Like
Right, but
you would
okay,
know
where
if
do
you
you hold
touch and
heaven
look.
to be?
Hmm?
Where do you hold heaven to be?
You see the green ring?
Right.
Yeah, that's heaven. HU2, harmonic universe 2, or
So
distance
there's
universe.
things above heaven.
Or you could say heaven is you can call it above. Yeah, you can say that. Yeah. But me, I say it's a more expansive state. So think about, can you see me? Think about yeah, so damn. But yeah, so this is us in heaven. Is outside of, like, in a way outside of us, but it's just a world that exists at a different particle pulsation speed, rhythm,
Right. So who's
and
heaven gonna be for?
the people that hold the frequency, people that, it says it in here, it says in order to reach heaven, majority of the 8% of the population has to activate their fifth DNA strand, which is the fifth dimension.
Right. Okay. So is heaven dependent upon whatever is on top of heaven?
Yeah, so it's
So
what you call it? It's damn. In between density universes, there are magnetic repulsion zones that helps with keeping the integrity of each space. So we exist inside of heaven, basically. We're in heaven, but we are at a damn. It's so woo, cause damn that shit crazy. But we like the fourth, fifth, and sixth dimension are outside of us right now, like an onion with different layers. So
right.
they're
So
contingent upon each other. Is that the word?
Is the Maharata, is that also going to be contingent upon what's on top of that?
Yeah, the fifth. Yeah, so okay, so yeah, these are the beings that exist above the Maharata. The beings that I showed you, the alien beings, they exist 10, 11, 12. Uh, the Maharata people, or not the Maharata people, but the three primal light field beings. Come on, man, get all the way over there. Are right here. These people at the top, energetic sources, forms, literally
All
the
right.
embodiment of pure energy.
Again, so is the thing above that also going to be contingent upon something or dependent upon something?
Yep, and that's the MC, the Melchizedek Cloister MC, the Melchizedek Cloister Iani Grail line. They are the individuated sound source. Sound source.
So Melchizedek, I saw that. That's mentioned in the Bible. What do you think that would be?
That represents the race line that we exist as, or that we came from. Melchizedek.
Melchizedek?
Yeah, the information, man. But that's how you get half truths, bro. I couldn't do it, bro. You know, but that would show you if somebody really wants to sit through it and actually learn, and it's not nothing like you don't learn so you're wrong. Like, what, nigga? Like, bro, I want you to have fun, nigga. Go out there and turn up in life, man. Handle your business, take care of what you need to take care of, and you know what I'm saying, get it right. You got it, bro. But man, damn, bro, that was good shit though, man. I'm finna go ahead. I think I'm gonna re-upload this on YouTube. I appreciate y'all, man, for fucking listening to me. Sorry for the cursing. I really apologize, man. But I thank y'all for listening. You know what I'm saying? Coming in here, man. Melchizedek Cloister Emerald Order, man. We appreciate y'all because look, like I say, inner space travels, bro. It's as real as life, man. It's as real as what you see right here, bro. It's just different particle pulsation speeds. That's why TikTok restricted me 3 times, bro. TikTok, come on now, man. Each time I get this information out, what I'm saying is true, bro. Come on, bro. Thank y'all so much for listening, man. Man, hear me out, man. Let's do it, man. Hey, man. Bill Parson. Oh, he didn't want to hear nothing. All right, y'all. I'm dipping out, B.